Hi guys, welcome to this quick review about the Cirtek wireless charger X8. It's listed currently on Amazon for a really low price. You can get it for around $10 and also has a lot of good reviews, so it looked very tempting to me. I didn't have a lot of success with some other wireless chargers for my Doogee S96 Pro, so I thought, yeah, this could be the one for me because so many people seem to be happy with it, and it said, at least in the image, that it will support plastic cases up to 8 millimeters. And since I'm using a case, I thought, yeah, why not? Here the specs in the back, maybe it can help you a little bit. So let's look at the device itself. This is what we get. We get it with a charging cable. Charging cable is USB-C, which is of course really good. And when we plug it in here, I think quick charge or PD is recommended. Here I'm using quick charge. And then it automatically goes into this red mode, and red means it's ready to charge, and we can use then the phone and put it on the stand and it's supposed to charge, but you can see it stays on red no matter what I do. They are also saying you can put it like this, or I mean, yeah, depending on where the coil is, it should find a spot where it should be able to start. Yeah, here I found something, or at least something close to that. When we have the blinking blue and red, I mean, there was nothing about that mentioned in the instructions, but I would say this is that it has something found, but it didn't match like for wireless charge, and it is indicating some kind of alert that it's not working, the blue and red, and when you remove it, it goes back into red. So no matter what I did here, it was not working. And if you think now that the problem was just because of the case, I have even removed the case and I put the phone here. You can see absolutely no change. No matter what I do, it stays red. I highly doubt these two coils, even when we put it like here. The maximum which we get is red blue, which indicates the error again. So also no charge like this, and also like this on the side. You can see, I mean, usually with other devices, with other wireless chargers, absolutely no problem like this, but this wireless charger is just not going to charge no matter where we have this thing, unless I put it straight down on the floor, but that's definitely not the idea of such a charger. By the way, the stand is pretty nice. I mean, I would say for the size and the weight and everything, it just has two levels here. I mean, either you're using it flat on the ground as a pad, charging pad, or you're using it as a stand like this. You cannot change the angle. That's maybe also important for you to know, but you can see no matter what I do, I can even put it like this and it just won't charge. The only thing which it's doing, or maximum which it's doing, is the red and blue, and that means no charge, just an error message. The only way it was working for me was like this, on flat on the ground. There are two advantages here. I mean, we have this soft rubber feet which keeps it more or less in place. Here, unfortunately, on the front there is nothing, so you have to be a little bit careful. You can see here it's slipping. Here we have this nice foot here. I don't know why. That doesn't make too much sense, but the good thing is it has some air underneath. And the good and the bad thing is this thing here. If you have it flat, the problem is this thing is higher than this. So if you have your phone like this, there is a gap, which is definitely not a really good thing for wireless charge. You usually want to have it as flat as possible. On the other hand, a gap can also help to keep it maybe a little bit cooler, but it didn't really help in my case when I managed to get it charged. I mean, by the way, I almost forgot to show you one thing. there's a nice thing here. There's a switch on and off. You can see that here, especially when you have it maybe close to you during the night. You don't want to have it turned on all the time. I mean, it's some wireless thing, radiation and so on. You can just touch it and then it's off. That's the good thing here. There's no real switch. There's just a sensor button to turn it on and off. That's actually pretty nice. So I had it here with the red ring and I put it on top, and at least at some point it started to charge, and I've measured the charge. I mean, the total charge went up by about 10%, which is not too much. I mean, it's a 6000 milliamps battery, so it's charged about 600 milliamps or so. And I tested the phone and I had the impression that it's really hot. And I measured here in the back, it was super hot, and I measured here and it was even more hot. So looks like most of the heat didn't come from my phone actually, but it came from the charger. I mean, the charger was crazy hot, and in a sudden it went into red blinking, or I think red blue, something like that, and that lasted for around 10 minutes no matter what I did. So that means of course it's overheat. I mean, also according to the instructions it has some overheat protection. Looks like it has stopped then. So after about 10 minutes it came back into red state, which indicates that it's ready, and you can put it on and start charging again. So overall for me it's really disappointing. First thing, that it's overheating. Of course it's producing a crazy heat. Maybe if you're able to use it on a stand, maybe not so much, but I think it's one of the chargers which are producing a lot of heat. I've seen other ones which definitely produced less heat, and the disappointing thing is, I mean, they are saying they have 2 coils here, and that should be possible to charge even such a phone, but definitely it did not, no matter what I did. And you can see, I mean, of course it's a large phone, but you can see how small the thing is. It's actually, for phones in 2021, I would say it's actually too small. I mean, it would have been a nice size maybe 10 years ago when everybody had still the iPhone 3.5 inch diameter, but now with these large phones, 6 or even 7 inch screen in diameter, it's just too small, maybe for travel or so. But for me it's definitely not working. They are claiming 8 millimeters. This is definitely not 8 millimeters. You can see it's just a very thin transparent case, and shouldn't be a problem, especially when they are saying they have 2 coils. So for me it's definitely not working, and so I'm sending the thing back, and so I can't give you a recommendation to buy the thing. But that's about it. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.